And we need to change. There we go. All right. How do we have the correct screen up? Basically, what we was talking about was this was the ultimate manipulation swing higher to grab liquidity that's been settling for the past, or really for April, beginning of April, mid-April, and beginning of May. So those three levels, those three highs that were created got swept on May 10th. And from that point, we get a long push to the downside. Because it grabbed enough liquidity. And not only that, these you got to look at these sales, these pushes into this higher area into like 68 cents flat. Those are areas where the like central banks are putting in large sell interest. So say for instance, if they had to put in like $100 billion order, they would enter that order into chunks. So they would divide it up into like threes. So it'd be like $333 million here that they would sell off, then add another here, then add another here. And we would see that be true as we take out these lows right here and ultimately fill in this gap. So basically, whatever it's taken to get down to this low is taking a whole lot of orders for it to fill up here at these highs to be able to have enough force to get down to this area. As you can see, if I zoom out, what it took to get down here initially. This was a high created in February of this year. That was the high of the year, which we've been selling off. And as soon as it got to this level, it rejected, stayed in a nice little consolidation, enough to manipulate a lot of retail traders in and out of positions. And since the last time it sold off to make that first touch of the year in March, that was the largest extension to the downside. And since then, that same move or that same rejection from the highs was had these previous, or really the last week, since May 10th. Since that sweep of May 10th, we had a large push, a large rejection from those highs. And with that kind of force, that's just letting you know that the bears have grabbed enough and filled enough orders to where they can move the market in such a fashion where it just pretty much engulfs all the work that was done in a matter of like a damn near month. I could say half the month, yeah. Cleared all that in like 3 days, and that's power. So, but with that power, you should see a strong retracement, and I would think if not above the 67.55 area, for sure we're gonna get above this area with the previous Asian and London session being tested, those highs. I say for sure we are going. This would be a good target too. 67.08. Anything above 67, yeah, 67.08. That's a good level for a bullish target. And from that point, 67.08 to about 67.30, we should be looking for a sale position. If we don't, that means we're gonna sweep higher and take out this high that was created in London, New York from the 11th, and we'll look for a sale setup from 67.47 to 67.72. So that's almost like a 30 pip range. And right here, we got like oh 08, about a 22 pip range. So still a nice little area for a trade to set up to look for sales. But we need to wait for it to come up and take out all this liquidity that these sellers been in. Let's take a quick glance at the news before we wrap it up at 9. What's up, brother?
What's happening? What's happening?
Ain't nothing.
You got going on, bro?
Just going over what I'm seeing with this slow bullish push. More so, just the market uh, doing a retest after it's selling off all those orders.
Yeah, I actually got in. I've been in that buy since Friday.
Since Friday.
Yeah, and I just added heavier.
You got in at right at 3 o'clock. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that engulfing.
Mhm.
Nice.
And I added more once it broke the high.
Where you got targets at?
I have take profits at 60, 66.75.
66.70. Nice. Yep. Easy money. I heard it right here. Jay been in buy since Friday out this engulfing. Got targets up here and market already broke out.
Yeah, first
Broke out of
entry.
the most
First
last
entry was
high.
a tester, and yeah, once after it retested, I knew it was the end of the week, so I really wasn't tripping at all. Then when I saw what it was doing for this Sunday, I got in with a little bit more and gonna ride it up. I mean, this from that range where it's set, that's like 20 for sure. So I was like, yeah, I'll get that.
Right.
That's pretty easy.
It was worth it,
And then
especially with the stop loss. Like risk to reward was amazing on that.
yeah, and then also you got an engulfing that happened on the 4 hour as well. So that also confirmed it at 8 o'clock. And
Nice.
I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I see it right here.
yeah. So
And cleared that high. So yeah, that was sweet.
yeah. So I'll be waiting for some rejection to happen right there. It looks really clean on the 4 hour, but I'm definitely gonna take profit when it hits right there. Wait for it to reject and give me another another bullish entry.
Gotcha.
You know, because I think we're gonna hit those highs on the 4 hour this week.
Let's see what we got going on for this news. Nothing on Sunday for tonight, but we do have some news coming out tomorrow evening. Got this Westpac consumer confidence, RBA meeting minutes. It's all coming out around like 10, no, 19, was that 7:30, 7:30, 8:30? On that time. Tuesday, retail sales excluding gas and autos. A lot of retail sales news coming out 7:30. It should be a nice little mover. Something slight. Got building permits coming out on Wednesday. No news on Tuesday. So we do Tuesday. Tuesday was the retail sales. Okay. Wednesday building permits. Then we got unemployment rate for Australian dollar. So that should be a nice little push that we should see on that evening, 8:30 Wednesday. Leading into Thursday, we got jobless claims coming out again, so we'll see if that number kind of holds true to fundamentals. But I guess it wouldn't if the if the technicals are showing otherwise, then the fundamentals may not go as the way you think it should, or because that
Yeah,
would
I
show.
always follow. I would say follow technicals for sure. Let the news do whatever it does, and then once the dust settles, you step back, look at the technicals, and then continue
Right.
as planned.
And then Friday, our homeboy got a speech at 10
Oh,
o'clock. So
great,
he got to end out the week with a bang.
great.
So, yeah, should see a lot of, might be more crazy manipulation on Thursday again, especially leading up to this speech. But who knows? It could be a lot of fluff. We won't know till we hear it. Probably be a lot of trading, expecting, the news to be probably somewhat negative with the trend they've been on, with these rate increases. So, but that'll just be a better setup for the following week for whatever he about to say. Good.
Yeah, I think we got some good um, um, bullish movement potentially for the week. Just looking at the weekly, how it ended last week, I can see it filling some of that candle and that price heading bullish. I can see that happening.
Yeah, let me see. Let me check on the weekly right quick. Yep, I mean, after this weekly took out these highs, I would say with the how it extended below all this consolidation, I would say it's definitely probably more so at least gonna take out at least maybe the low of the recent week, the week that just passed, or maybe these lows down here before it continues higher.
Yeah, I like how so you got it engulfing that happened, and we still haven't reached those lows yet. Yeah, we can
Exactly.
get a push down, but I don't think we. I think we've tried to push down last week, and as you can see, we got some rejection towards the end of the week, which is enough
Right.
to
Right.
break down, and yeah, it can
And
go
we still got
towards
a
these
gap to
prices.
fill down here for sales, like for it to continue going lower and everything. So we still got a whole lot of price for it to, for it to push down and fill regardless.
Oh yeah, yeah, the action looks really good,
You
but
know.
looking at looking at where
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
rejection happened,
Right.
uh, you know, the beauty of where it is you got movement either way. Looking at structure, I can see two more bullish candles and then a bearish candle. Now, granted, um, yeah, yeah, I would definitely see that
And you talking about on the
uh,
week?
on the weekly. Like I would want two more bullish candles and then a bearish candle engulfing, so we can break down towards those, that clean traffic to the left. Because right now we kind of trending back up a little bit. Then you go get some stuff going on. That's I don't know when that's gonna happen, but yeah, that price will get filled to the left. The traffic is too clean, and we're in consolidation right now. But I think in this weekly consolidation, we got some bullish movement to head up towards, and before we break heavily down into that those areas towards the left, man. Because you can see the most recent big reversal is that that bullish engulfing right there to the left. Further down, no, to the more to the left, that one right there. So we still sort of in a reversal on that bullish trend. When that happened, things kind of turned around, and then we got one um, bearish reversal candle that happened on the weekly, but that was null and void. The one that's to the left of it, yeah, that right there when that happened. But then you can see that got taken out. That wasn't it. And then we started turning back around, and now you get another bullish engulfing that just recently happened. So I'm going off of that because that's what happened most recently. So I would want for it to break the body and the wick of that candle price wise for me to be like, oh, okay, yeah, then we going down. But from that and to see that last week, yeah, it did reject and then it closed bearish, but it still didn't close engulfing break the
Right.
wick of that bullish candle. So that's why I would want two, just like any other setup, I would want two more bullish candles and then a sell. Like true, it can sell off and keep on going down, but yeah, I would want it to go along with my color change and golfing pattern before I super confirm like, yeah, we going there this week on some shit. Like I don't see that happening this week. That sell going into that daily gap.
Right.
But if it does, yeah, I will be in position and in those trades. It won't be something that I'm gonna miss because I'm not entering off of that setup. I'm looking at the hourly and the 4 hour.
Right. But that's what you expect and looking at the larger time frame.
Looking at the grand scheme of things, like when news goes crazy and you step back and look at the weekly, see what is going on there. If it's breaking candles on the weekly, then you're like, oh snap, yeah, I'm probably in this trade. As we definitely reversing. But I like more bullish movement in this consolidation. So just see how it
With
plays.
that being said,
Like I
yeah,
said,
we go definitely. It would be nice to with that bullish movement that you're looking to see. It would be nice for this daily to engulf right here, or maybe something furthermore in the week,
yeah. But
possibly
even
on the
even
four
looking
hour.
at the daily, yeah,
Oh, we
like
already hit a
like you
4 hour
said,
right here.
exactly. So the 4 hour is what I go off of. Like if I'm looking to be bullish, I will want a bullish engulfing to happen on the 4 hour before I enter that trade on the 1 hour. That's just going to confirm it. If it happens before, yeah, I will take that trade like a robot because that's my system. But I'm not going to go as heavy as I would on what just happened at 8 o'clock. That's when I doubled down. I went in heavy on it because that's a super double confirm. You know what I'm saying? So that made sense to me.
No, I got you. I
Even
got you.
though I got in that trade like a robot at 3 o'clock Friday, it confirmed Sunday at 8 o'clock. So that's why, this trade
Added
is
to it.
run to that CP. Added to it, yes, added to it.
I got you. No, that's understood.
Yeah,
And if you about 10 pips away from TP.
yeah. I'm already like 17 and 20 pips on each of those trades. So when the ones that do work out, you probably gonna have multiple positions in that movement. That's how I would, catch those trades. But if it doesn't, it'll be that initial trade, which I'm hoping for whoever trading it. It's a tester. I like to test the waters before I jump in it. That's how you shock yourself.
No,
Get hard
fact.
problems and stuff. So yeah,
Don't
get
need
in
them
get in the
itches.
game. Yeah, get in the game, but don't try and dunk on somebody on the first play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But But yeah, I mean, I do agree with you. You said you would like for this bearish continuation to have go out throughout the week, depending on because of what happened last week.
Yeah, and with all the structure that's been going on, especially with these last 3 days from Wednesday, when Wednesday jumped up. Well, I don't know what news was that, but this Wednesday morning after that jumped up and pretty much like swept all this, all like it reverse from here, reverse from here, reverse from here. Then we get that push to sweep all that pretty much, and now we getting a nice sell off. I would want to see that continuation because no other sell off to this area was as smooth as this. I mean, we had this, but it is very choppy. Then another one and choppy. This never made it. This was the initial touch, but look where this came from. That came from the high of the beginning of the year, you know. So that pushed all the way down to that. But as soon as it got there, it rejected because this is a daily uh area that it hadn't fully filled like a clean traffic, like a gap way from November. So November 22nd. So that's why I got that marked there. That's why we begin a lot of reversals from that area. But I'm thinking if we can, yeah, we can continue with this bearish structure. Maybe I'm as far as for sales, I probably wouldn't be looking to get into none until, of course, probably up in here would be nice. But I'm thinking the market could potentially push higher to take all this out, and then we see some sales forming in here potentially. But like I said, it can happen right here too. So I'm expecting I'll be looking for whatever, especially during that time frame that London New York crossover.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you said, you can look at it either way. You can see what can it do for it to go bullish, and what does it have to do for it to go bearish. Looking at the grand scheme of things on like your larger time frame, and zooming out like you did on the 1 hour, just pinpointing those zones. But initially, if you just follow, your candlesticks and whatever it may be, whatever you look at. But if you follow them and you play off of those with 2 time frames, whatever works for you. I like the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and just let it run.
Yeah.
Once you are in high profits, zoom out and then look at the daily and the
I
weekly,
mean,
and then
look at
watch
this
your.
4 hour right here on the 10th, 2100. I mean, if we zoom out, zoom in, if you will, look at the 1 hour, see how that one look. Bam, right here. Same situation. You got in early on the 1 hour, and just like how you said, it confirmed on the 4 hour at 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yep,
12 midnight our time.
yep. So yeah, it's waiting for that to happen on the 4 hour for you to even think about getting in a
Or
sell. If it's
adding
going
more
bullish,
positions.
or adding more positions. But yeah, I would say that the initial sell as well. Like I wouldn't have got into um, this buy more if that didn't happen on the 4 hours. Like correct. Yeah, if that didn't happen at 8 o'clock, if it didn't go or anything like that, I wouldn't have got in heavy. I was like, yeah, it's a good chance it's gonna reverse.
Gotcha.
Well, not reverse, but continue. But you know, I see that it kind of like you kind of slowed down a bit. So just to wear down at the end of the week, and for it enough to slow down, wake up, and then the next candle give me a bullish engulfing. I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna test it. Yeah, I'm gonna see what it will look like come Sunday. And I had it on my mind, you know. Um, but I also see price, you know, looking at the 4 hour and the daily, how that candle, how it closed the previous ones is just clean traffic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can eat that up real quick, especially if you got a nice range to play with.
Right, right, right.
This is probably like a
You come in?
yeah, this is at least like a 15 to 1 that I'm working with.
Nah, yeah, that's what I said. From that low, that with that type of risk and reward, like yeah, that's all day.
Yeah,
So
so
great. That
it's
was a
fi- it's finding it's finding multiple of those, not
right.
not sitting in one. You caught one Sunday, and then you was just riding a wave, and yeah, at the end of the week you ended up with 50, maybe to 100 pips just off of one trade. That's cool, but you could have been binging it up, going 50 up, 20 down, 30 up,
Mm-hmm.
30 down, 60 up,
Retesting and
20
stuff.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I like to play off the 1 hour and the 4 hour. The 4 hours will give me my direction. Um, the daily, the weekly will give me the view. 4 hours will give me the direction. The 1 hour will give me my entry, and
Right.
I just keep those married. Uh,
And
and
you just
and
go
and
zone to zone on the 1 hour, wherever the next level of take profit is, and you look for a reversal that could potentially
Look
get
for a
into
reversal. Yeah,
opposite sell back to
yeah.
that
Like when they got that
same entry
nonsense
you got
going
into a
on.
buy at.
Exactly. And once you reaching up and you see to the left, you got any type of hesitation or consolidation, like what it's about to meet up to. That's why my take profit is right in the beginning when it enters that consolidation. I don't want it dead smack at the top of the consolidation or right at the center to see if it can possibly go up there. Like, right before it enter the tunnel where you got to pay that toll, they go pay me right there. Like,
Right.
yeah, you want to enter consolidation, take me out right here. So, and then you let that play out for the next. I mean, it's really, um, it's really not, it's not simple because you got to make sure when stuff going crazy, when there's news and stuff like that, you gotta make sure to be cool and calm and just let that stuff play out. Which is why I like to trade off the 1 hour. Probably trading on the 15 minute or lower for me is too much. Like it does too much for me. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like, yeah, I'm just
no way to
hold off
determine the
on
true structure in that time frame.
it. Yeah,
That's what's up, man. Yeah, we're gonna continue to monitor this and tap back in the morning at 6:30. See how London played out. See how this actually trade played out too.
yeah,
Looking like you potentially could definitely hit your take profit by the end of the night, possibly. So already done made most of the move. We just got 10 more pips to go, roughly.
yep, yeah, that'll be dope. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Start off the week with a banger.
Nah, facts.
But
Continuing
uh,
from
but yeah, man. Yeah, as always, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
mm-hmm.
Um, Man, it truly does start and end with y'all and with the sacrifice and the protectiveness and the nurturing and everything that y'all bring um, along with life. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. We love all y'all, and man, keep doing y'all thing. Yeah, the work doesn't go unnoticed. I know sometimes it may feel like it, but best believe, like, yeah, y'all are everything when it comes to life and,
That's
and
true.
growth.
We wouldn't have none of this driving ambition without that initial
That's a
mother's
fact.
love and
That's a
guidance.
fact.
For real. Well, with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up so we can everybody get back to their mothers. If even if you old and you still living with your mother, take care of your mother. Get back
Yeah,
to that.
man.
But nonetheless, we will be getting back to these charts in the morning tomorrow at 6:30. We're gonna be back on here live, and like I said, we'll see what the market did throughout the night. If we hit these targets, if we continue higher, we start to get reversals. We'll see, and we'll be ready for whatever.
That's it, man. The market is going to do two things: something or nothing.
Mm,
Figure it out. Figure doing something for you. When it's not, stay away. But
right.
don't even worry about it. Just figure out those times when the market is doing something for you. Lock it down, a plan. Figure it out. Test it. Back test it. Learn how to lose money. Don't don't worry about winning. It's easy to win. But learn how to take a loss, uh, take it on the chin, keep it moving, and stick with it. You know, um,
Hmm.
and that's it, man.
I got you, brother. Well, I'll see you in the morning, man.
Hey, man.
All right, brother. Peace out.
Peace.